Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
I'm really good.
You really good? Okay, cool. So, hey guys, we're talking about the Texas economy. We're going to be talking about the economy in general, but also I was hoping that maybe we could get a little glimpse into what people could buy on the MLS. I was before we got on the call today, and I don't know if it's too much to ask or if it's something that we'll have time for, but I was looking at all the beautiful homes in Austin, and some of these were priced at 15 million plus. And I was just going through, I was like, man, this is a really nice house. These are things that people like to see. So maybe not those. If there's something specific that we want to look at by the end of the show, let's make time for it. See, browse the MLS and show them what's going on.
Is this
What do
a
you think?
cue for me?
No, well, it just it doesn't matter. Any one of us could do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Perhaps maybe even Rosie could show us around a little bit.
I don't think she liked that.
No, I don't think so.
You want to know how to negotiate a deal? Then I am all your.
Well, you know what? That's what happens when we do. We come on here and this is not rehearsed. We look at stuff that's happening and we're out there selling real estate. So preparing for this show is not something that and we don't want to. We want to bring you stuff that's accurate and
We are unhinged.
experiential.
Unhinged.
Like, I don't have time to prepare for something that is not happening in the back end. We want you to experience what happens in the back end right now, right here with us.
Yeah.
So welcome to
You
the
know what? We don't need to prepare because stuff is happening all the time.
Stuff is happening, especially now.
Yeah. Okay, take it away.
Okay, cool. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are experts on the issue of tariffs and taxes and all these other things. So we're going to try to keep the show simple. We're just going to use some real simple logic. We're not, for anyone who is well versed in the idea of tariffs, maybe if you could chime in and let us know. But the train of thought that look, we're going to be importing things now, and we're going to be charging those countries a tariff. And if we're charging them tariffs, that just means the material coming into the country is going to be more expensive. And so lumber, building material, all these different things are, I mean, just within reason, right, would cause home prices to go up. Would y'all agree? Like if lumber is more expensive, metal is more, everything's more expensive, cause prices of homes to go up. So I did a lot of digging, and that's what I found to be consistent. And now one of the other things, and the way that I'm rationalizing it, the way that I'm really making sense of it all is I would expect real estate prices to go up. And why I'm saying that is because there's jobs being produced at the same time. We just heard Apple commit to $500 billion. And I know from the news, it seemed like they were going to spend all $500 billion in Houston, but it's going to be dispersed over a few different projects. And they haven't really gave us too much details on where those locations will be. And I'll go over a list of some other investments that have come into Texas. And so one of the things to remember is that Texas continues to be a hub for companies to relocate to. Matter of fact, I'm going to share one of these web pages that I have. We just yesterday won the Governor's Cup again for the 13th year in a row. And you get the Governor's Cup by just, building your state up economically. And that's what it seems to be the deal here.
Okay.
And we're just going to take a look at it real quick. So this is the site selection does this contest basically amongst all other states. And Texas weighed in at 1,368 projects for 2024, which is 114 more than the previous year and twice the number of second place Illinois. So Illinois only had 664 projects, and Texas came in at 1,368 projects.
Wow.
Wow.
Double
these are
number.
like the capital investment projects, right? Like this is where we're investing money into
Yeah.
the market, like in real estate and economy in general, infrastructure, all of that, right?
Yeah, and I have friends who are going to say, well, we need this version or that version of the news. We need you to go straight to the source. We need to go here and there, whatever. Look, there's two frame of thoughts. There's the stock market, and then there's real estate. And the way that I've invested in real estate and the way that we advise our clients to invest in real estate is going to the areas where the economic expansion is occurring.
Yeah.
So I want to be around companies that are hiring. I want there to be traffic. I want there to be like a real need for that, right? Like new amenities coming in. And so I feel good about my investments there. Now that same company could be doing whatever overvalued, evaluated or whatever on the stock market. That doesn't really mean much for me because whether or not Tesla is a good stock to buy, that's one frame of thought. But the area where we come from is how many people are being employed there, how many more people will be employed there, and what are the average salaries for people that are working there, and can they afford to pay rent in the area, right? That's the frame of thought that we're coming from as real estate investors. And so I just want to kind of, does that resonate with everybody? Do y'all kind of see what I'm talking about?
Like I just had a message from one of our friends. They were like, hey, what do you think about this article that says the real estate market is about to crash?
Mhm.
I said, real estate market is a local market. Like you gotta have well, they look at the trophy.
You know what? A lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to say, well, Rivet Real Estate is Republican or they're Democrat or whatever. I promise you, for us, it's not a matter of
whatever creates jobs.
Yeah, for us, it's not a matter of politics. For us, it's a matter of economics. And we want to be focusing on economics solely. So if you see Greg Abbott, you like him, great. If you don't like him, I'm sorry. But this is just strictly about the jobs and economy, okay? I just want to preface that. Now, Texas, 1,368 projects. We talked about that already, but look at New York, 231, Massachusetts. So we're leading.
We have land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can invest in projects.
We're doing a lot. As far as he's visited India, New Delhi, and trying to advocate for jobs to come to the state. Now, these are all the top 25 projects that have come to the state, and some of these companies we know who they are. Some of these companies we may not have heard of before.
We need this. We have some investors coming out of town and they're asking, why should we invest in Texas? Give us this PDF. We need to put it in front of them because it's hard to remember all these companies' name by heart, but I can just give it to them and say, this is the reason why Texas market will continue to do better and better and better.
Yeah. And now,
I just want to say something. 12 years ago, I sat in a City of Austin economy forecast, it was a big forecast event that they put together. And there was this one thing that they taught, and I think for 12 years, I've tested it against time and it works. He said, housing growth is in direct proportion to job growth. Mm-hmm. If we have jobs, we have housing prices. When jobs go away, that's when the houses prices go down. Period.
Yeah. I really don't see, there's really not any signs of the job market slowing down. And I think now with I don't know what's spurring it, but if I had to think about it, right, like we have $500 billion that's going to be spent on data centers in Abilene, which is called the Stargate project. And then there's $500 billion by Apple. And then we had just yesterday a company from Taiwan who's committing to spend $100 billion. So I think with all the money,
Roger, 500 billion, 500 billion, 100 billion.
Yeah, and we haven't seen projects of this caliber. Yeah, these are the largest projects announced in the history of our country, right? Like, there's not been any other project.
You can stand in front of a data center and say, "I need a job."
Yeah, You probably could.
I don't stand a chance. I can't type fast.
So I'm not going to go down this whole list, but you'll see Apple's already spending money, right? They spent $400 million here in Austin last year.
Apple, A for Apple, A for Austin. Ta-da!
Yeah. And so Substrate is in Bryan College Station. They spent
Hold on, Bree, look at that. Colabor, Hutto, 500 million.
Yeah.
Hutto, when people say we should invest in Hutto, that's why you should be investing in Hutto.
Yeah.
Highlight that.
there
Put it in front of our investors. Let's go.
I can't highlight it, but here, just right down here, right above Microsoft.
I gotta write it down. Colabor. What is
and then Toyota Corp in San Antonio, and so a lot of it, which is really interesting. A few of these companies are in the Bryan College Station. I know we were talking about that last year. There's very limited housing there. I don't know how great of a chance our investors or our people have of finding multifamily homes there, but Substrate spent $10 billion. Edge Cloud Link, I think, is in now they have projects going on in Houston, but they're out of Dallas, I believe. And then Core Scientific is another company that's working out of Bryan College Station and spending another $6 billion there. They're located out of Denton, but I believe they have some projects going on in Bryan College Station. And so although these are located, I think this is where their headquarters are, but they're doing projects across the state too. So as you dig deeper, you'll find that a lot of these projects are happening in other areas. And that's exciting. That's really exciting. I'm glad that you guys like that. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We don't BS you.
Am I missing anything? Huh?
I said we don't BS you. We tell you the real stuff.
Yeah. No, that's great. And I really, now with jobs, we covered jobs, lots of jobs coming in. So how do I feel as a buyer of real estate? I'm feeling good. And I'm not.
Here's the good part. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're probably at the last cusp where we're celebrating some really good negotiations for our buyers since 2025, right?
Yeah.
I think builders are kind of tired. Some of the sellers are tired. They want to just move on in their lives. And we have been nailing some really good negotiations, like over 10% in negotiations of the list price. Guys, this is a big cooperation from the seller side. Look, sellers have really good interest rates. They really don't have to sell. They really don't have to sell. So if somebody is willing to cooperate and negotiate with you, just know there is a goodwill involved to some level. It is a willingness to mend things for the buyer on the other side. So for a moment, I want to say thank you to all the sellers who have been very accommodating for all our buyers, and they are willing to negotiate a deal that will make it easy for the buyer to qualify and sustain a payment going forward. It takes everybody to give up and take a little to make the world go around. I think there were times where sellers had earned their pretty good unfair share and buyers had paid. Now we're just doing a little ebb and flow, right? So I just want to say thank you to all the homeowners who have been flexible with their expectations.
And Rosie, I think going forward, thank you for saying that. I think that's really a testimony of us staying on top of the market and tracking what's going on. So then
actually, more importantly, for making Bree's life a little easy.
Yeah, no, that's great. So one thing that'll help us going out in the field now, especially this quarter, is knowing that the Federal Reserve just today announced that we're going to have a choppy quarter. This outlook for this first quarter.
What does it mean to have a choppy quarter? Like, what does it mean? What is a choppy quarter?
So they're saying it's going to be a negative outlook for this first quarter, and that is because of, again, it's all trade-inspired conversations, right? Tariff-inspired conversations. So they're saying we've spent a lot more money. I mean, here's the thing about economics at that scale. For us to hone in on any one particular thing is going to be really difficult. As a matter of fact, I think the Fed just released a 2-sentence statement saying it's a negative outlook. They haven't gone into too much detail, but you could get the Fed to post 2 sentences, and then you can see a journalist write up a 2-page report on those 2 sentences. Right? Yeah. So,
but negative, what, like economy on jobs?
So they're just saying that some of the economists are saying that we spent a lot of money. Companies have spent a lot of money buying stuff from importing things
Yeah.
because everybody was fearful of the tariffs, so they went and bought a bunch of stuff, and that caused like our GDP to go down.
Yeah.
Anytime we're spending money outside the country, or that impacts us, right? So we've had trade deficits with these different countries, and now so negative outlook for the first quarter, but what happens thereafter, nobody knows, right? So the stock market was down the last couple of days. So I say right now is a perfect time to have those conversations with sellers and drill them down. Because look, if I need a home to live in, and I have a secure job and everything's going great in my life, and I need to buy a home,
Yeah.
right now is a great time to get those discounts.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the time is running. I think time is kind of gone. If you're getting it, you're getting lucky. I'm just going to be real with you, because I have sold real estate, and except a couple of properties in certain zip codes with unique inventory availability, we have moved all our real estate very comfortably, and buyers have paid happily. Buyers have had time to do their research. How about that? They've had time to look around and see what's good, what's bad. And I would say, guys, it's okay to get away with property values that are outrageous when there's limited inventory, because it's like almost like you can get away with anything. But when you have inventory, your house better be telling a great story in compared to rest of the inventory. Otherwise, buyers are going to get to know it, and they're going to write offers that people are going to be like, ooh, I don't know. That sounds so low. Well, it's so low. Or others are pretty good in their valuations when compared to you. So I would say I encourage that. Allow yourself to be in relationship with people who are willing to take you on a journey behind the doors, journey behind the market, what's happening behind the scenes. Well, you're only looking at. So one of my mentors talks about the cause and the symptoms. Most people look at the symptoms, they're fixing the symptoms, but nobody's exploring the cause. So if we explore the cause, the byproduct would be the right symptoms. So I would say approach real estate from the cause, not the symptoms.
wow.
I had an investor tell me that that the market was not stable,
Mhm.
and that's why they were waiting to invest. And I said, this is your time. This is what you've been waiting for. We're on our cusp where we can still negotiate. But I'm seeing on the buying side, I pulled a couple of homes for an investor, 4 homes. 2 of them were gone by the next day.
Wow. Wow.
They had already went under contract when we were going to go look at them the following day. So homes are moving a lot quicker.
Why do you feel like people are saying that? Why? I honestly think it's the stock market. They're comparing the stock market to real estate. They may be looking at their stock portfolio and they're thinking the economy is doing this and that.
You know
But
what? I just have one question. When people say they want to buy real estate, I want to know why. Just answer that question. Why do you want to buy real estate? Are you want to buy a real estate just because you think it's cool to buy real estate? Or you like to talk about just buying real estate? You're buying a homestead, you're buying a second home, you're buying a home for your children, you're buying a home for your parents. Why are we buying real estate? Because all of these categories require very different outlook.
that's true.
If you're buying it for your parents, then you're about to tap into the biggest exemption of lifetime, senior and homestead exemption. You can afford a home in a better area that will appreciate and will serve as a legacy in your family. If you're buying it for your children, then you might be able to buy ahead of the market and maybe figure out a way how you're not going to pay for a dorm and college while they're going to school. So you're offsetting a cost. So rentability is a big factor. So those condos near university, they rent by room. So revenue is different.
Well, I'll tell you, for a buyer of that sort, the one who's thinking about buying, first off, both scenarios are awesomely illustrated. And the second one, if you're sitting there like Rosie said, wanting to buy a house and your kid's starting college, you have 4 years.
Yeah.
And the appreciation that you're going to experience in those 4 years is tremendous, right? So like, would I be doing something like that if I were in their shoes? 100%, absolutely.
Now, if you're buying a homestead, it's a whole different ballgame. Then are you preferring schools? Are you preferring commute? Are you working from home? It's a whole different conversation.
Mhm.
But if you're buying investment property because you just made some money in stocks and you think that money in real estate is more reliable or you're diversifying, then we need to buy property where these jobs are coming or maybe in the area surrounding that. As long as we can provide you proven data for rental versus mortgage, there should be nothing that should be holding you from buying a property. Like we have our client whose daughter at a very young age is about to buy a home. She's barely 22, 23. So your needs are very limited right now. You can get away with a lot of you can get away with a lot of things that later on families need. So when people say they want to buy real estate, my big question is why. Let us help you discover your why a little bit more clearer so you can have better discernment in saying yes and no. Most people are like, I want to wait. Well, you can wait, but what are you waiting for? Weren't you waiting for the exact moment that we are in right now and you're going to watch this moment just slip away? Interest rates are high. I refuse to believe that. We have seen in last 2.5 years, Brie, builders have proven again and again how they whooped interest rates ass. They solved the biggest problem for the buyers.
Yeah.
Buyer said, I won't buy because of interest rates. Builders were like, we're going to fix that problem.
Mhm.
We got deals after deals after deals coming in. I would just say, just open up your mind. A closed mind is a very dangerous mind. But if you just want to, in real estate training and coaching, because we got to have a very resilient mindset. People think real estate is just a chicken game. You can just play around, and you gotta have a sight of an eagle and resilience of give me some animal name.
I don't know. I knew you're
This is thinking on your feet, huh?
What animal has resilience?
Well, give me an animal that has resilience.
Oh, honey badger.
That's Rosie's animal.
You did not just say that. Oh, the resilience of a honey badger.
Yeah.
Well, then you can buy and sell real estate. How about that? I'll tell you this. Real estate knocked some kinks out of my personality very quickly the very first year. So you think that we just come here and we're counting how many properties we're selling? No. There's a lot of thinking and sorting out that goes, and you got to have meticulous thinking to execute meticulous plans. And I am so happy there is something like real estate exists because it has rewarded people in ways that nothing else has ever I've seen. You just got to be patient, just a little bit of patience.
Yeah. And so, guys, I was just looking at Rosie, while you were talking, I just went to Matrix, which is a tool that we use in real estate, right? And I said, show me everything you got from 2 to 300K. And I don't remember the last in Austin, right? And we have
300K.
2 to 300K, right? So we have 250 matches.
Yeah, remove all the manufactured mobile and townhomes. Just
we'll remove them so you can get an idea of what the
count
is without it. But the townhomes and the condominiums are probably
Let's do condominium. Condominium at least. I want to see condominium. 233.
Okay, so it's literally 200 condominiums.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what would be a cool math to do?
What's that?
I want you to go back in 2021 and see how much real estate actually sold between 2 to 300K range.
All right. So let's see. Sold.
Go all the way to the bottom.
Oh, go all the way on the bottom?
Yeah, not here.
Okay, I got
You can do that.
You can do that too, right?
Yeah. You can actually just type in the date. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
So 01/01 2021 to 12/31 2021.
Okay, that's how many we had closed for the entire year. I
Okay.
want to make sure that I'm not looking at
No,
it.
no, no. I'm going to do some simple math here. So in
Okay.
a whole year, we had 931. So
Mhm.
if I divide 931 by 12, hold on. We're looking at 77 homes per month. You can see, you cannot see the math. So if we divide 931 by 12, 77. So at any time, only 77 properties were getting sold per month between 200 to 300. Guess what it is now?
Mhm.
We have over 233 properties available right now. So we have almost 3 times the inventory. So you have 3 times higher chance to buy real estate under 300K.
And some of those properties might be investment opportunities that you're looking to make.
Let's make it easy. Every piece of real estate you buy is an investment. Even if it's a homestead, it's an investment. Because if we are not buying a homestead with a mindset of investment, then you're going to end up making an emotional decision with a homestead that you might not be happy with later. So I would say every real estate decision is an investment decision. Contradict me, honey.
Contradict you on the idea that every real estate investment or every single purchase is an investment?
Yeah.
No, that's exactly how I like to operate. That's
One
exactly
thing we agree on. One thing we agree on.
We found it. We found it, guys.
Yes, that was a trap and he walked right into it. Oh gosh.
Look at Rocky's face.
I'm a pretty agreeable person.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah?
Let me tell you something. Our son says that Roger is built of contradiction.
I'm a what?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, contradiction. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
contradiction. You say something, who knows? Maybe true, maybe not.
You know, that tells me he has an open mind.
Oh, that is an open mind?
I love how you come to my rescue, though. I could really count on Bree, man. Thank you so much. I need that one. I need that one person. We serve each other's hype
Wow.
people.
Look at
I
that.
love this. This is nice. So it's close to the city.
Ooh, look at that view.
Great skyline, beautiful view, great driveway, 4-car garage, beautiful gate. The view of the hills is beautiful, and
Oh, pretty.
nicely put together interior, right? Staging. And so we want to show you the low end of the spectrum, but we want to show you the high end of the spectrum too. We want to show you the stuff that if you could buy, this
And
is eventually what. Huh?
how much?
This was $10 million, 9.9.
Sold or it's still available?
Still available if anyone's interested.
I like it.
Yeah.
City View, guys, 10 million. Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Wake up to your city and know the city that took $10 million off your investment.
Not all of it at once. I'm sure you're financing it,
Cheers to
Rosie.
you cheers to me giving you 10 million, and cheers to me for giving me 20 in 10 years.
Oh, there you go. That's a great point. Where else can you do that?
Your parents.
How?
You put $1 in, I think you get $10 out.
I wonder how that works. We need to talk after the show.
What is Rose even saying?
Well, you guys eat free groceries. Where do you think they come from?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So, guys, I thought that was pretty impactful. I do think that.
Oh.
By the way, those are the two exciting spectrums of real estate.
Oh,
What are
sorry.
you going to say, Brie?
No, you went away.
Oh,
We went away. Everybody's right here. So on that note, guys, what a beautiful upside. So overall, what we are learning today is that Texas economy is booming. So when people say market is crashing, I don't know about Texas. So Texas has jobs coming in, and Hutto is on the list.
hey, Rosie, it's the 4th. Did everybody pay their rent?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, all our landlords, enjoy your rents.
Everybody paid their rent, so we're good.
So listen, so Texas economy is doing really well. We keep getting this award for creating the highest number of investment per capita projects in Texas, which clearly is a big, big boost for Texas economy. And on top of it, we have real estate available under 300K in three times the inventory we had it in 2021, big one. And we have real estate at the same spectrum up to $10 million being sold in the city right now. And people, trust me, people not only list it, they sell it too. There is money big time moving into the city. So I would say, guys, cheers to Texas. Cheers to you all living in Texas. And just know every piece of real estate is an investment.
We covered this on the other shows too, but I think our universities are major magnets for companies to move into our areas, to recruiting pool. And so as long as we have that, and I know, look, everyone's going to go on the news and they're going to tell you everything that you needed to hear, right? So you get all your good stuff from them about how the world's going to go up in flames. And then you come back over here and you hear about how tenants are still paying rent, and is a happy middle for you.
Fantastic. Awesome. Perfect. Bree, anything exciting on the buyer side that we should know about?
It worked. Well, I've been having a lot of we've been having some buyers that are looking and going under contract, and some pretty big wins. One of our clients in a property that's under 300 in Kyle, we were still able to negotiate over 17K.
Wow.
Under 300 in Kyle, which, that's hard to do for 1,600 square foot home.
Yeah.
And another client, we were able to negotiate over 55K on a $600,000 home. So
the home in Kyle is probably like a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,600 square feet.
Yep.
And what year was it?
2014.
Oh my, that's like the ideal rental property. I mean, in my mind, you can live in it too, but it's just such a perfect property to manage,
And this client is living in the home, but we actually ran the rental comps for him because eventually he wants to turn it into an investment in the next 5 to 10 years. So numbers made sense even still.
Gorgeous things, gorgeous city, gorgeous.
And anytime you got to get that carpet replaced or flooring replaced, paint, it's not a huge expense. And so, and the bones of the structure are still strong, 2014, to less than about 10, 11 years old. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
I like it.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, guys, on that note, today we delivered 32 minutes and 50 seconds of high value. Did not rhyme.
Wait for it to say 33 and 33. Watch.
33 minutes of high value. And if you guys have some, one of our clients actually wanted to see what price points are selling in what areas. We can just actually do exactly what Roger did, that show the map and we put the price point and we show everywhere where $200,000 to $300,000 is. Then we can go to 400 to 600 and show where all those areas are, where 700 plus is. And
now, Rosie, if you'll notice, a lot of those price points were dead smack in the middle of the city too.
Yep. Well, the quality of real estate might be different what you're buying, but hey, you have a spot.
Yeah, I mean, look, we know all sorts of investors. We know investors that want a turnkey operation. They want to put a renter in there tomorrow. And then we have other investors who want to take a property and completely restore it. So for something for everybody.
Beautiful. Well, on that note, guys, have
Coffee
a
social.
Coffee.
Oh, thanks. We have 2 announcements, don't we?
Yes, we are actually doing a event to celebrate all our people, all our friends, for whom we do this every day, and because of who we have been successfully doing this for decades. So we are going to be celebrating all of y'all on April 5th. Wait for the invite. It's going to be a beautiful evening with live music, wine and drinks, and we're just going to kick back, relax, and be there for each other and tell each other how much we love.
We have somebody who's visiting here just to play music.
Yeah, a really big surprise.
A really close friend of ours.
A really close friend, and I'm so excited that he said yes to do so. And Coffee Social this Friday at Easy Tiger at the link. We're going to talk real estate. We're going to have fun with real estate, and we're going to dissect real estate.
Hey,
And
for anyone that's not joined Coffee Social yet, what can they expect?
what is it?
For anyone who's not joined Coffee Social yet, what could they expect?
Well, if you're someone who has always thought that real estate is something other people do and you don't, and things are too complicated, and you don't know where to start, and or you're someone who's like, well, I don't know how to have a conversation that is tough, and we make it easy. So if you want to come in, join, and have fun, and see who we are behind the scenes, Easy Tiger is a place to find out. Actually, you know what? Tiger is a resilient animal.
You
Found
always
one.
pick Honey Badger. Hey,
Okay.
let's see. One thing I love about Coffee Socials, and I know Bree, I heard you say this several times, is something we actually look forward to each week, and so we'd love for y'all to come out and join us.
All right, Brie, what do you love about Coffee Social?
Yeah.
I love getting to see all the people every single week and the connections that we make, and leaving Coffee Social with more knowledge than I came with.
Oh
She
my
did
God.
not say she always also loves the avocado toast that she eats every time.
Hey, I love the kids'
Look at
burger.
that.
No shame.
Wait,
I
Roger
love the kids' burger.
loves the kids burger so much. He said, give me my cheese.
Somebody come take my order. Hey, and for those people who are a little more deviant than the three of us are, you can get a little catnip put into your drink, into your coffee or your soda.
Meow.
Okay, well,
We're really unhinged now, guys.
guys, she is really real estate. She's really good at real estate too. Please don't be fooled by her apathy for real estate. All right, guys, I love
Hey,
y'all
guys.
so much. Kick ass, and
Hey, Mary.
Mary's getting catnip next time.
I'm looking forward to
Possibly on-
it.
All right,
Stick
love
around
y'all.
for a while.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.